Hey there, Taurus. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to your tarot card reading for October 2023. In honor of October's new moon eclipse on the 14th, 15th, and the full moon eclipse on the 28th, 29th, this reading explores themes of light and shadow. Once I lay out the cards, I'll identify their position, go through the meanings, do some clarifications, and I'll pull a couple of archetype cards to show how these double eclipses might test you this month. And at the end of the reading, I'll close with messages for additional guidance. Feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. Okay, so Taurus, we have here this Mother card and this Advocate card. Okay, so in terms of this Mother card, we have the light attributes being nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life, and then shadow attributes being smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. And we have this Advocate card with the light attributes being inspires you to put compassion into action, and the shadow attribute being embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. So here it might be that the way the double eclipses test you this month has to do with the things, maybe your encouragement of someone else, of what they are trying to do, and maybe kind of playing on aspects of encouragement and nurturing versus like wanting someone to do something because you get a benefit out of it, or that it's something that you want the credit for. So it could be that you having that kind of power over someone, or maybe someone having that kind of power over you. But let's see what the cards say. We have here what needs your attention. We have the Ace of Wands. Then we discover what's hidden by shadow. We have Knight of Pentacles. Third, we see how it can be illuminated by light. You have Seven of Pentacles. Fourth, we reveal the truth for you to embrace. We have Nine of Wands. Fifth, we identify where to carefully navigate. You have Page of Pentacles. And finally, we explore your best path forward. We have the Emperor. And at the bottom of the deck, the influencing energy of this reading, we have the Seven of Wands. So a sense of like taking a stand and really defending your beliefs, what it is that you care about, what it is that you want. And I think this is interesting. The best path forward with this Emperor is about power, control. It's that masculine energy, and possibly kind of an offset of this Mother/Advocate, maybe like pushing your way forward. It seems like there is some kind of new opportunity, something for you to embrace. I do see it's primarily Wands and Pentacles. So there's not no swords, and which represent the element of air. So communication, problem solving, intellect. And there's no cups, representing the element of water, which has to do with emotions, relationships, and so forth. There's definitely a decent amount of pentacles to represent that earth element of Taurus. But it seems like what needs your attention with this Ace of Wands and a truth for you to embrace with the Nine of Wands has to do with your desires, your passion, what it is that you care about, what is it that you want to protect, and here the Seven of Wands, how it is that you are going to like kind of stand up for yourself for that. So let's take a look at this Ace of Wands in terms of what needs your attention. We have the Six of Swords. Okay, so here's some swords. It's almost a sense of, and I think this is interesting, Six of Swords, it usually kind of depicts what's believed to be a mother and a child kind of seeking like an escape. So it could be, for some of you, what needs your attention is, you know, how you are going to like make a move, make an escape, you know, possibly with someone who is supportive of you, but maybe even with someone who is a bit smothering and kind of you wonder whether or not you taking, you know, making this move or taking advantage of this opportunity, whatever it is, whether that is for their benefit or for yours. So let's see what's hidden by the shadow. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So that is more like very slow action. It could be job related with all these pentacles. It could be like how you are earning money. So let's take a look at what we have. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is kind of like that mother kind of card, that nurturing, caring. But so what's hidden in the shadow is like whether there is something that you're doing to build your own future, or whether there's someone else that is kind of telling you or guiding you. And the question of whether it is for your best interest or if it is someone else's best interest. And this doesn't have to be like a biological mother. It could be someone that is like a role model or mentor, even a friend that you look up to. Or it also could be a sense of like, for some of you, if there's like that, if you're making a decision and there's like a voice or, you know, someone that's kind of either commenting on what you're doing or what your intentions are. It could be like what you think your mother would tell you to do or have you do, or it could be a part of yourself that is almost like the mothering aspect of you. So it's a sense of how either going to move or going to take a new job, and really how you are going to kind of live your life to a certain degree. So here, how you can illuminate this, what's hidden in the shadows, how you can illuminate it with light. You have the Seven of Pentacles. And you can see this person kind of like showing up. Doesn't matter what people think. They're there to kind of do their thing. So it's almost a sense of you need to, you kind of figuring out what you want. There's going to be self-reflection needed. You're going to need to think about, well, what is it that you want? What is it that you want to experience going forward? If you're looking for a certain outcome, you know, that you might be disappointed. So you really need to look at what it is that you want going into it. Are you going to enjoy what you're doing? Is it going to reflect who you are? Are you going to show up at this party and be okay if it's not the party that you thought it was? If there was like, you know, no one there to kind of say how great your outfit is. And obviously it's not necessarily a party. I'm just saying, like, in general, that concept of putting in effort to make something happen. And once you get there, are you going to be like, I'm stoked to be here because this whole process is something that I'll learn from, I'll gain from in life no matter what? Or is it that you're going to be going through this process and once you get there, kind of regret that, you know, you didn't want to do that in the first place? You have here the Hierophant. So this has to do with like the beliefs that you have, the beliefs that you learned, who you learned those beliefs from, and whether those beliefs are kind of in line with who you want to be or who you are at this point in life. With the Nine of Wands here, the truth for you to embrace, there is something that you're protecting. There's something that maybe you've put a lot of effort into, like you feel like there's battles in the past that maybe you've had to like fights over this, even with maybe with yourself, with other people, with someone who's like a mother. And it's almost a sense of like you're tired of fighting for it. Maybe feeling worn down, questioning whether or not it's truly what you want. So it is a sense of like, be aware that things in the past might be wearing you down, but if you truly have that belief of what you feel is worth fighting for and protecting and going after, then, embrace that. And we have here the Wheel of Fortune. So it seems like for some of you, it's like an ongoing cycle of maybe, maybe this is a routine or a pattern that's kind of happened where, you take a new opportunity and you end up being there and maybe you regret it. But the reasons why you went there in the first place, your belief of why you did it, like it's something that kind of keeps showing up for you, or it's something that you need to resolve to kind of break this cycle. There's no like devil card here, but it's almost like this is fated. So let's see for the Page of Pentacles, where to carefully navigate with this Page of Pentacles. This is like really, you need to decide like your sense of values of who you are, what you want to do, how you want to show up in the world, how you want to be seen. Taking your time is fine. It's going to take time. This whole thing called life takes time. And really, this Wheel of Fortune is like, there's going to be changes. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be things that come easy, things that come hard. But knowing your center, having a sense of what balances you, knowing like what grounds you, like you can ride the ups and downs. You have here the Three of Pentacles. So this is about like, working with others to create something. Again, more pentacles. So where to carefully navigate, this could be you deciding like what employer to work for. You could be deciding like what team you want to be put on, what grad school to go to even. But here, definitely take your time. And the best path forward with this Emperor, the Emperor has a plan, has strategy, has like a bigger vision than what is just the next step. They also have, they put up boundaries where other people aren't necessarily going to take them down. They have this, this person was so determined to get their Halloween candy. They're just like, out of my way, I'm getting that candy. So Taurus, it's a sense of you like really kind of taking charge, going after what you want, having a plan for, it doesn't have to be, really detailed, but you need to have at least a plan for what it is that you want to commit yourself to, what it is that you're trying to like nurture, and what it is that you want to kind of create for yourself in life, like the legacy that you want to create, and having your own voice. And you have the King of Pentacles here, which is definitely Taurus energy. So, and the King is kind of like they've gone through those ups and downs. They put in that hard work. And ultimately, with the Seven of Pentacles, they kind of knew where they were going to be, even if they weren't there yet. And so here, you kind of taking charge, you kind of recognizing that, your own voice is what you need to kind of listen to, standing up for what you want, what you believe in, and kind of doing what you really care about. It might not get you where you think you might want to be quickly, but it seems like this is going to get you to the path where you are going to have control over your own life, that you are going to have the material wealth and security that you seek. And maybe someone like this mother type of person being able to kind of separate from either that inner voice that's telling you how to do things, kind of maybe criticizing or having you do things that you really don't want to do or don't think is best for you, whether it's a real person or just like an inner voice. So I'm going to close off with some messages for aligning with the best version of yourself. So here we have Radha, Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. And you have Scrying Intuition, so really following your inner voice here, the things that drive you, this Ace of Wands, like what will spark. It's not necessarily someone telling you what to do. It's really going after what it is you kind of are feeling, like your true inner voice, and this rediscover a lost part of yourself. I feel like that is your true inner voice and this relationship harmony and healing. So if there are kind of aspects of like parent-child type of, or not even actual parent-child, like when it comes to authority, like who has authority, who has power in a relationship, and really finding a sense of where you are either on equal footing or have more power because it's your life that you're dealing with, like having more power over your own life for sure. But this is what I have for you, Taurus. I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of your October. We'll see you next time. Take care.